today we are going to be working on posture, which is so important to have all of our joints and our muscles nicely aligned so that everything can work in perfect order. So we want to be thinking about the head stacked over the shoulders, stacked over the hips, stacked over the knees and cousin feet. But I'm going to be focusing today mainly on the upper body posture. And quite often you'll see people, whenever they're sitting at a desk like this, and that's just making our back so stiff and uncomfortable. Our heads are leaning forwards and all these muscles here have to work really hard to hold our head and stop us from falling over. So we want to be thinking more about having everything nice and aligned. So we're going to do a little bit of that today, but let's start with our bouncing. So just start with some gentle bouncing. If this is the first time that you have joined me, we're just going to be doing a little bit of a health bounce to start, and that's just letting the heels just rise and lower, keeping the balls of the feet just comfortably on the trumpet. Make sure that you feel safe. If you need to be beside a wall, be beside a wall. If you need a trumpet that has one of the frames, make sure that you've got one of those. You can also bounce on the floor. It's going to be a little bit harder. Your muscles have to work a little bit harder, but you can still do it. So just adding a little bit more strength and power into that, and we're just going to go from one foot to the other, just making sure that you're nice and safe on your trumpet, that I've got some sticky socks on so that I'm not going to slip. Make sure you've got some water in case you need to have a sip, and rest as much as you need to. Only bounce as much as is comfortable for you and your body, because you know you and you know your medical health. So keep yourself safe, that's all I'm saying. Okay, so let's just start by letting the breath flow in and out. So don't hold your breathing. You want to just keep breathing in and breathing out. And that sounds really, really silly to say, but a lot of us don't breathe nice and deeply down into our bellies. We go the other way because we spend too long sitting, or we're on our phones a lot, and we can certainly spend a lot of time in a state of overwhelm or being too busy, and then we hold in here. We want to be letting these lungs inflate and deflate as they should do. So we want to make sure this area here is actually moving whenever we breathe. Okay, enough about that. So we're going to start with a little bit of a roll down, mainly because I want us to get a little bit of movement through here. So we're going to do a little bit of a roll down and then a bit of a cat-cow. And if you haven't done anything like that before, watch this space. You're going to take your arms in, up overhead, and look towards your fingertips. And then as the fingertips come down, let the head follow them. Then the shoulders start to roll, your breastbone sinks in, you bend your knees, and you come down to about knee height. And we're just going to lift our hips high, lift our head high, and then arch all the way up through the back. Lift your hips high, let your belly drop, lift your head high. And then we're just going to tuck our tail under, have a nice stretch between the shoulder blades, come all the way back up. Take the hands up overhead again. Look up to the hands. So if you find your balance is a little bit iffy, don't look up towards your hands or come on the floor. But wherever you're at, just start to follow the hands, let the head go forward, soften through here. You can see we're getting a nice bend in the upper body. Rolling down, getting a nice stretch here. Bend the knees as much as you need to. And then lifting the head, sticking the chest out, sticking the butt up. And then arching, letting those shoulders round. Opening up the chest and the hips again. Tucking the tail under, press down through the feet, come all the way back up. One last time. Well done, everyone. Just let your upper body roll start to get a little bit of mobility into it. And then hips and head. Tuck your tail, round your shoulders. Lift your hips and your head. If you were a dog, you'd be sticking your tail up nice and high. And then you're tucking your tail under. And then we come all the way back up. And then we bounce again. Okay, so just start to take those legs forwards and backwards. It's like you're just like a pair of scissors. Just keep going. We've got some endurance today. It's 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then jumping jacks. And then you can just cross over if you want to. It's absolutely fine. Let those shoulders start to jiggle. The lymphatic system start to flow. Let's get the heart going. Excellent. Getting the muscles working, getting some coordination, firing up the brain. We're doing it all. Excellent. And then just nice little jog from side to side. Okay, so now we're going to do a thing in Pilates called down waiter. So your elbows are tucked in, elbow underneath the shoulder, back of the neck is long, and you're just going to open the hands up. So it's going to look like this. This is a really good shoulder strengthener. It's a really nice chest opener. Gets your shoulder blades squeezing together. Back of the neck is long. Press your feet firmly down onto the surface that you're standing on. Tummy muscles are working a little bit. Shoulders are relaxed. Jaws relaxed. Shoulders stay down. Grab a 10. 9. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. 8. 7. 6. And then open. 5. Open. If it's comfortable. If it's not, stay with what we were doing before. 4. Well done. 3. Oh, I do like this when my shoulders are needed this today. 2. And last 1. Excellent. So we're going to tap. We're going to tap. Tap. We're going to tap. And if you want, you start to bring in a little bit more cardiovascular stuff there. A little bit of cardio and balance. Just keep going. Keep going. If you need to have a break, you have a break. But well done. Well done. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Can you jump from side to side? You want to take your arms up overhead. Challenges your balance a bit more. Challenges your tummy muscles a bit more. So actually makes your back work a little bit harder. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And oh, well done, everyone. Okay, so pelvic tilt. So if you can see, I'm going to tuck my pelvis under and sit the butt out. I'm just going to do a little bit of that. By freeing up here, we free up here. And you keep these tummy muscles working, so you're going to be zipping together. That's it, zipping together. Oh, well done. I'm going to do another 5, 4. This gives you some really nice back mobility. 3, tuck your tail under. Stick your tail out. 2. Last 1. Now this time go as far as is comfortable that way. As far as is comfortable that way. Find your midpoint and straighten that through the legs. Just be aware that you're not doing that. You want to be thinking about ribs and pelvis and just connecting those. So we feel nice and strong. So we've gone from here to here. Shoulders stay relaxed. Of the neck lengthen, so we're not doing that. You're a ponytail. Somebody's just giving it a nice little bit of length, and you feel that length through here. And that's just allowing your posture just to align. Okay, good stuff. So we are then going to take our arms up in front here. One arm's going to go up here, the other one's going to go down here. And then we're going to swap. So I want you to still think about the tummy muscles are working. You're not allowing yourself to do that. You're just staying nice and strong in the center. So we're building some really lovely strength in the middle here. So if we do spend a lot of time sitting, we're actually getting a little bit more feedback. Sit better. Let the arms float up. Let the arms float up. And then the arms open like so. And back together again. Do another 5, 4, and this is really good because if you look at my back, if I round it, I can't come back, but if I can really get my back open very nicely, and this is a beautiful one for mobilizing that part of the spine that gets so stuck whenever we sit too much. Excellent. Okay, swap arms. So keep that alignment. Keep your tummy muscles working, keep your shoulders down. Nice. Just a couple more, and then I think we should probably bounce again, shouldn't we? Last one. Excellent. So let's do a little bit of a twist. Nice and gentle to start with. Keep the shoulders down. Now start to really turn those feet and bring that rotation up to the spine. So you can then start to change what's happening. Shoulders. We're wringing out tension. Wringing out any stress that we've got. Getting those muscles just to go through different range of movement. And we're also getting our lungs to work harder. Well done. And if you're bored listening to me, just stick some music on and just copy what I'm doing. I'm a bit bored of me sometimes. I spend all day talking. Okay, excellent stuff. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to raise the arms up. Hands to the back of the head. Shoulders up. Shoulders down, press them down. Tummy muscles working, float the arms up. Hands come down. Hands come up, reach to the sky. Hands down to the back of the head. Press the back of the head into your hands. Helps you lengthen your neck. Shoulders up, shoulders down. Float up, float down. One more time all the way up. Hands to the back of the head. Press the back of the head into your hands. Shoulders up, shoulders down. Hands up, arms down. That's also a really nice thing to do if you get any sort of like chest congestion, because it helps just to mobilize this whole area here. Okay, so shall we do some jumping jacks? So we do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now swap over. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Should we push up? Might as well use these muscles now that we've got them warmed up. That's it, boys in the middle. It's all happening today. Last time. Oh, lovely stuff. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a roll down in a slightly different manner now that we've opened everything up and around here. We've done some magic. You're going to take your hands to the sides of your head. Back of the neck is lengthened. Side bend. Come up. Side bend. Come up. So let's do another 6 of these. So we're opening up through the ribs. 5. Press the elbow high. 4. Press the elbow high. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Can you curl forwards? Let's do 5. I'm not pulling on my head. So I could have my hands here and I'd be doing exactly the same thing. Coming up. Curling. It's almost like an upper body sit up. Couple more. And then we're going to add it all together. Last one. Good. Okay. Side. Roll forwards. And straighten up. Other side. Roll forwards. Straighten up. Couple more. So I'll go sideways here so you can see. Oh, that's really nice. I was doing that this morning and it didn't feel quite so nice, and I think just doing the side bending first opens everything up. Last one. Nice. So should we do a quick roll down? Look up. Let's just see how that feels now. Oh, I can get further. Nice. And then I just go straight into cat-cow. But then I would say that, wouldn't I? Because it's my challenge and I can just pretend that it's absolutely wonderful. But I have to say, it does feel pretty good. It does feel better. I've definitely got more sinking through here. Excellent. Okay, last thing, stretch. So I'm pressing down through this foot as I reach there, and this foot as I reach there. It just gives me a little bit more balance and a little bit more length. And press through the big toe, the big toe, the big toe, last one. Good stuff. So let's just do a little bit of a health bounce and some breathing. So okay. Thinking of centralizing our focus. You can put your hand here, your hand here. You can have your hands pressing firmly together, bringing your awareness back into the center of your body. Whatever works for you. And you're going to breathe in, feeling your whole body expand up and out. And as you breathe out, soften your jaw. Let go of your eyes. Breathing in. Soften the eyes, jaw, throat, chest. Shoulders let go. Breathing in. Extend that exhalation and soften through the ribs, through the belly, through the lower back, through to the pelvis. Couple more breaths. Soften down through the pelvis, the hips, the knees, the ankles and the feet. One more big breath in. And let it all go. Well done, day 17. We are on the homeward straight. But I'm going to keep bouncing anyway. So let me know how you get on, how you're finding the challenge, if you're enjoying it, what you'd like more, what you'd like less of. And I will see you tomorrow for day 18.